I had my second COVID jab yesterday. And I had the first one about 3 weeks ago. And apart from a very sore arm where they had jabbed the needle in, I had no side effects whatsoever. And I was hopeful that when I had the second one, I would have exactly the same amount of side effects. However, yesterday or last night, I went to hell because for 4 hours, every nerve ending in my body was on fire. And I cannot tell you how excruciatingly painful it was, other than that I was tempted to jump off the roof, which would have not been very kind to the neighbors because it would have made an awful mess, and I didn't feel like doing that. But I was thinking, when I was thinking of, the fires of hell, it occurred to me how many people actually live in the hell of their own making. And there are so many people today in society who are just desperately unhappy. They are fueled by racial division, by envy, by greed, by all sorts of things that don't contribute anything to anybody's lives, and yet they don't seem to be able to get out of it. And it has become more and more apparent in the US in the last year with the political division and anger between the parties. Nobody can have a discussion anymore. It's a very strange thing, and it's a strange subject for me to be talking about because I usually tend to look for the humor in life, and it's very hard to find a lot these days. Even the stories that are funny in a sad, sad way. So what can we as individuals do to not let ourselves fall into the morass of this sad world that we've ended up in? Because the world has now changed irrevocably. Whether the coronavirus ever gets under control or whatever, it's never going to be the same again. For me, it's not so important because I've had a long life and I'm not overly worried about it. But for the youngsters, I think it's a terrible, terrible shame. And so that's really all my thoughts. The only thing I can do is ignore the rest of the world as far as I can, keep a positive attitude, always move forward, and never let anybody tell me that it can't be done or shouldn't be done. And that's my message for tonight. Thanks.